Hello, I'm George Mitten, investment writer here at Nutmeg. Today I'm joined by Pacome Breton, who is an investment manager and also our head of risk. Pacome is going to tell us about a new risk system and what that means for our customers. But first, Pacome, tell us a bit about your role.
Thanks for the introduction. So my role is really two-part actually. So one side, which is really the investment manager role, which is part of the investment process to work on all our market view framework and to help on portfolio construction and portfolio management. The second part, which is more centered around risk management and data analytics. So we are a team of 3 people, and our objective is really to get full understanding of all the way the portfolios are positioned for each of our investors, and as well be able to understand all the performance, break it by different components. So that's the second part, really centered around risk management and data analytics.
Okay, and can you tell us why you needed this upgrade?
Yeah, sure. At the moment, all our risk framework has been done internally, and it's internal system that was created by the team. To give you an example, it's an overnight batch that creates a reporting framework being sent to the CIO and to the investment team every morning at 6 a.m. And it covers the entire spectrum of risk management and update the data every night. However, it's really focusing on single ETF, and we wanted to have something that goes beyond, and we'll be able to break all the ETF by the single underlyings, and single underlyings, which means bond, equity of each currency, to go beyond what we have at the moment.
I see, and could you explain a bit about this process and why it is so complicated?
Yes, because if you think about our portfolio, typically for a client is composed between 10 to 25 ETFs. However, each ETF can get up to 1,000 underlying securities. When you combine everything, it can create a portfolio of up to 6,000 underlyings. And so that's the reason we wanted to have an external partner to help go for each single position. What we decided, we've partnered with a company called FactSet. It's a US company which exists for more than 30 years. It's quite a big company, around 10,000 employees. And now we've onboarded their multi-asset risk system, which is really a full complement of what we have done internally. So to be able to go inside all those underlyings and give us a full picture.
And how is this new system going to benefit our customers?
Well, it's going to be two parts. The first part, which is really for the investment team where I sit, to be able to get a much more granular view of the portfolio, and it's something we couldn't get at the moment by looking only at the ETF level. I can give you an example. So if you think about an index on an equity market, basically if we take the FTSE 100, the exposure is going to be, the moment we see it, as more or less all exposed to the UK. Now we could look at every single position, understand where every single position is generating its revenue, and get a much more complete picture of where this index is exposed to. And so this we can do it at every single equity. We can do as well the same for a bond position to understand each bond, what's the type of risk, of corporate risk, and aggregate it first at the ETF level back, and then at our portfolio level. So this will really benefit the investment team, the way we take decisions, the way we understand the portfolio, and ultimately it's going to be very good for our clients. The second part, for the clients more directly, we're going to provide a better understanding of the portfolio. We started this summer when we gave the opportunity for each individual investor to get a full breakdown of his allocation with all the underlying securities. Because we felt it was the right approach, especially in a world where people saw the Woodford Fund, which basically couldn't provide the level of transparency that helped investors to understand what they were investing in. And so that was the first part, and we expect to give even more information in the coming months to investors, so they're able to understand fully what their Nutmeg portfolio is and get full transparency of what they have with their own investment.
Thank you, Pacome.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please send us an email, contact us on social media, or leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you.